Hi guys, it's Monday the 28th of September. It's just gone up to 2:45 in the afternoon. I've just popped down the allotment to have a quick check to see what's happened after the frost that we had last night. A lot of places are getting the frost now, so I'll just have a quick gander around. Cheers guys. Alright guys, back again. Just to show you what's happening in the polytunnel. Didn't close the air vents last night. It's warm now. It's pretty warm in here now. My little seedlings. It got to minus 0.7 in here apparently. It's now 31.2. So I'm quite surprised the seedlings haven't died off. I transplanted some seedlings, splitting these little seedlings off. So what I will do, I've got some fleece, so I'll probably cover these tonight. I'm going to come back a bit later. But I think because of that frost, getting to 0.7 down inside the polytunnel, yeah, those were open now, so I could close those down. I think the gherkins and the cucumber plants are now, that's it. I'll harvest the bits of grapes I've got left and then start thinking of taking some of the butternut squashes that are in here because they'll get wet because of the moisture inside the polytunnel. Yeah, I can see that. There you go, look. So they're damp now. So they need to be dried off so they don't go rotten. So I will take those home later on today. In fact, I might take them home now so they don't rot. But we will go outside now and you'll see what frost does to courgettes and all such things. So everything else is okay in here by the looks of it. But let's have a quick look. It's inevitable at this time of year. It's one of those things. This is what happens. This is nature. Although we have had quite a cold September, really. You can see all that's died down now. So I think it's clearing bedtimes. There's some squashes still to be done, but majority of it's had its day now. So there you go. So and this is where you definitely do see what the frost has done to the squashes. But as you know, I was starting to strip things back. There you go. So this is basically ended now. Inevitable. So I'm going to pick the ones that I can pick. And take them home and see what happens to them. If they survive. There's got a few tomato plants. Well, I think those are okay. They've done all right. But you can see I've got bits of blight on it. So what I'm going to do, to be perfectly honest, these can all come out now. There's loads and loads of green. So we'll do the old pick them and put them in the trays and see if we can ripen off at home or something. But yeah, courgette plants have had it now as well. There's some lovely courgettes on there though, I can notice. There's quite a few. So we'll just harvest all those and that's the end of the season for them. We've had a really good season, so I can't complain. So there you go. Yeah, it's done these as well. Again, they've done really well. It's a shame really because I just started to produce a few more. So that's okay. When you see them all died down like this, it shows you how much room they took over. If you look at my past uploads and videos, it looks a bit of a mess, but that won't take long to clear down. The runner beans are still going absolutely stupid. Look at this lot here. Look at this. It's, like I said, it's September the 28th. look at them out there that are starting, and they'll probably produce. And they're not actually stringy. Loads. Flowers are dying off now, though, but the ones that are fruited will be pollinated, shall we say. They'll probably be okay. Loads of purple ones still to pick them all off. All this lot's going to come out. But I'm leaving them there. I was leaving them there to still be act as a bit of a windbreak. But yeah. All the other stuff is doing okay. I'm sure that's spinach. Etc. Because that cucumber plants and that have wilted there. Again, you knew that was going to happen. It's not that bad. Lettuce is loving it. So I think this lot's got to come out. I've done the bit of digging over here. More lettuce there. Let's see how bad these have got hit with. Look at the sunflowers. Sunflower challenge display. I mean, look at that. I know it's a bit wonky, a bit leaning, but look at it, it's gone ballistic again. That's fantastic. How many heads are on that? That is absolutely brilliant. Yeah, these have, I think these are finished now. The fruit that's on there, as long as you get it off within the next sort of day or so, be fine. So all of this lot's got to all be cleaned out now. Which is good because I can clear the bed out and cover. Broccolines. Cow's loving it. The white butterflies are still around as well. Radicchio, never grown it in my life before, but it's starting to look really nice. Kohlrabi, never grown it before. I think I should have put it in a bit deeper. But it's growing. Oh, I can walk through this lot now because it's dying off. I have got cabbage as well. That's really hard. I've never grown cabbage as well as this. Can't let's forget them. Absolutely useless. But even this one's hard enough. Yeah, so I need to do a little bit of weeding here. That sage is loving it. Oh God, that means I've got to do another sage picking. If any of you out there have watched the previous episode of me sitting in the polytunnel doing all the sage leaves, it's quite a heavy task. With little flower beds, okay. So yeah, it's not too bad. The decoy cabbage is a bit empty, but I think actually when I've trimmed it, I think that will be all right. But mustard and all the rest of it seem to be okay. Those little seedlings for, I think those are Chinese kale. So lots to do later. Can't do it all now. I just got to make sure these are okay. I've got these are all Olorosa. So what I'm doing is split. I mean, this is really warm actually, but I'm splitting all these down, leaving one in here, and putting the rest in there. So I'm going to have about 9. Oh, there's 84 plants in each one, plus 7 more rows. That's 49. So blooming heck, I'm going to have about 130 plants. These are Arctic King. So yeah. So there's a little update for today. So I think next time you see this, I think I'll have stripped all this out because I think the weather's going to be colder now. I might leave these in for tonight, close all of this down now to keep a bit of heat in. That chili plant's going again. That's the Spicy Jane. That's the Tabasco. That's the Scotch bonnets. And this one, I think, was another Scotchy bonnet kind of pepper. And that was the I think this was the hottest one, one of the hottest ones, 1.5 million Scoville. Yeah, Mariga Scorpion. The one I got done with frost earlier in the year. I thought it might start. It's got a few little chilies on it. There's some more chilies over there. Tomatoes need to be coming up, I think. These chilies are doing great still. Doesn't look as though there's any rotting. These are the jalapenos. Loads here. I don't know what my total weight this season will be, but it's the best I've ever done. Let's put it this way, beans wise, I've done £150 run of beans. There's I'd say about 95 of French beans now. Courgettes, well, ridiculous amounts from a little English allotment plot. Even a half a plot to do a family. So as I think I said previously, it's hard work, but it pays dividends. It's a shame this year because I normally give a lot of produce away to work colleagues, and I haven't seen a lot of my work colleagues for 6 months because I'm working from home. It's a real shame. So, but if you're on an allotment waiting list, stick with it. Even if it's a half plot you get, take it. And I think I said on the one of the other uploads, two uploads ago, just take your time with it, but plan it. Planning is the key. Plan what you want to do. And I would always go for splitting areas up. Whether you want to call them raised beds or not, these aren't raised beds. I don't stand on them. But I like to have things that are boxed out with paths. So I know exactly what I've got to do, and then I can do the weeding systematically around. I mean, you look at that, you think, oh God, that's a mess. That won't take me 5 seconds to clear. But I'm waiting for things to die down so I can clear the whole lot off. But I've got lettuce and everything. This area now, that will be cleared in the next 3 days. Those lettuces, I've got to take the seed heads off because I'm keeping the seed. So all of this end from there all the way up to here now will be cleared. I've only got little bits up there. But then I'll be planting stuff in for winter. Watch Charles Dowding. See what he does. I've got fleece over the back there. Horticultural fleece. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to cover it the exact same way as he does over winter. Lettuce doesn't like heat, doesn't like hot weather. That's why these have gone to seed. As you can see. There, it's going to seed. But actually the stuff that I'm going to put in will be okay. All this stuff that coming off, it's the white fly, etc. You just get it. You just can't help it. But as it's getting milder, look at these now. These lettuces now hardening up. William Coleman did say a couple of months ago to me that he likes the whole lettuce, which I totally agree. But I've been pulling off the leaves individually, making mixed bags up for people. But now it's got cooler, I will be leaving these to harden up, and I'll be taking the whole lot off and giving them as a whole lettuce to people, which I totally agree with Mr. Coleman. They are nice as a iceberg lettuce type of thing, you know, really nice. But there you go. I've got some carrot rows here. Just seeing if I could grow any carrots again. Spring onions are doing all right. The bunching onions. But yeah, lots to do. It's non-stop. And hopefully we'll get some more wood chip delivered before the winter sets in. So I can do another layer because it's starting to rot down. So let's go up this end. Let's see, this still gets the heat from the polytunnel next to me, or next door neighbour. But you can see that has been frosted, shall we say. it's coming to the end now. I've had tons and tons of purple beans. There's loads on there still to harvest. And you can see it's definitely got, it's got frosted. So I think the weekend will be, mainly the weekend will be the clearing up. I've got a fishing match again on Sunday. But if I can get some of this done Saturday, get it done for the next couple of days. This is my pumpkin I've ever grown. Yeah, and it's got done. But to be perfectly honest, I'm going to leave that in. I'm not going to mess with that. See if I can get that too. It is starting to go yellow. But if I can clear all this out anyway, I can start doing the frontages for all of the compost bins. So yeah, it looks devastating, but it's not. It's life. It's the end. And what is that? Is that That's not conf, is it? That's blooming. Isn't that bloody? What's it here? Look, I've got the front. That's a beautiful plant. It's loving it now because I've got the compost bin here. But yeah, winter projects. Set yourself some winter projects to do. Or autumn. Well, it's autumn mainly at the moment, isn't it? And then it goes obviously into the winter. Set yourself projects to do. So my project will be to finish clearing all this area up, get the other Daleks done, and that's it. And then committee are moving that, so I'm leaving that as it is, and just clear it, and then get successional growing in. I'm going to see what I can do over winter. I've not really done a lot over winter, but I am this year. So see what we can do. So just keep at it, bit by bit. And any beds that you can't get to or can't sort out, the best thing to do is cover them. Either cover them with weed fabric if you've got a load of that left over and cut it to size. Or if anybody's throwing away any plastic sheeting, like I've got this blue plastic sheeting, there's a big pile of that folded up. Get that and just cover your beds. 2 reasons. Well, the main reason is obviously to cut down light. Black plastic is best because it gets warmth into the bed as well. But it also keeps the weeds from the light, the weeds coming through because there's no light. And I suppose the other thing is, well, it keeps the committee off your back. We've all been there. I was there last year. I had an email off the committee saying you've let your plot go a little bit, and but we're going to give you 6 weeks to clear it down to a reasonable level. Well, I'd already started at the top end and I'd cleared it, so it was just this end. They knew the reasons why. That's why they gave me 6 weeks. Normally it's 2 weeks. They gave me 6 weeks. I did speak to them actually over the weekend, and I got the email. I apologise. I said I was waiting for you to say something, but I'd had family issues, bereavements and such. I think the last 2 years, that's all I think I've been dealing with. But they were perfectly fine with me because I explained it, and they said, absolutely, Mark, and we've seen you've already done this, and I'd actually cleared all of this top end. And they said, not a problem at all. So, of course, this year, because I've had the time, because of this horrible bloody disease, I've spent every day since lockdown down here, as well as doing my day job when I've been able to do it at home. But I've been coming down, even if it's an hour a day, and just keep it on top of it, keep it on top of it, keep it on top of it. So, speak to your committees, make sure they know if there's anything going on in your life. Because 9 times out of 10, committee, they'll know, they'll understand. I've seen it on some of the YouTube channels where people have been, well, not necessarily YouTube channels, but some Facebook posts where they seem to have been kicked off pretty quickly. I don't know all the history of each individuals, but sometimes I think in these times that might have been a bit harsh. But you've got to keep on top of it. And it's not necessarily the committee that's moaning. It's other fellow pot holders, because if you've got weeds like I've got here, these are going to blow, so I've got to sort that out, and I know that. So like I was saying, covering it, I could just cover that now. so at least the seeds don't blow all over my fellow plot holders. And if they can see you doing that, they're perfectly fine with that. But anyway, I'll stop rambling now. Quite a lengthy one this, but I thought I'd let you see what the frost has done to my particular plot. I'm in the Dudley area, Netherton Black Country, in the centre of, well, it's the West Midlands anyway, in the UK, England. So we've had the frost now. So that's what happens to it. And it's basically nature saying, do you know what, these plants, they've had their time now. So let's put them up, put something else in. But just keep going. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it, me rabbiting on. Again, I always say this, I hope the sound's okay. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and put the thumbs up. And leave me comments below, and I will answer them. I do answer the majority of comments. And it's good to have feedback and all the rest of it. If you haven't subscribed, as I said, please subscribe and click the icon for the button for updates, etc. And keep gardening, keep safe, look after one another, and I will see you again shortly. See yous. Bye.